What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I've got this 2022 Jeep Gladiator High Altitude. Also, if you guys are enjoying these types of reviews, please don't forget to hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button for more content. With that being said, let's jump right into this 2022 Jeep Gladiator High Altitude and see what it's all about. Now, if for whatever reason you're not a fan of the High Altitude, don't worry, you have other Jeep Gladiator trims that you can pick from, like the Sport S, Altitude, Willys, Overland, Rubicon, Mojave, and of course the High Altitude. This particular High Altitude is equipped with a ton of available options. However, when it comes to the safety features, standard, you're gonna get your blind spot monitoring and rear cross path detection, and also your Park Sense rear park assist system. But with this High Altitude, it has the advanced safety group package as well, so that's gonna give you additional safety features such as your advanced brake assist, forward collision warning plus with active braking, and your adaptive cruise control with stop. Starting in the front, you'll notice everything is body color here, and that's because with the High Altitude package, you're gonna have your body color front and rear bumpers, and you'll also notice a ton of gloss black inserts all around the Gladiator. Starting at the bottom, you've got your standard LED fog lights surrounded by a ton of gloss black. Also, your front tow hooks and the rear one will be in black as well. And moving into the grille area, not only is it body color, but within the grille, like I mentioned, you have a ton of gloss black inserts. And as for your headlamps, just like the fog lights, these are also LED, and you've got more of the gloss black trim around it. And just from the front, you can see how nice the High Altitude package is. This is probably my favorite package you can get on a Jeep. Coming over to the side of the High Altitude, more things that come standard with this package is if you take a look at the top, you get the body color Freedom Top 3-piece hardtop. You also have the side mirrors in body color, which I think look absolutely stunning. And like the gloss black accent pieces that you saw in the front, you're gonna see those around the vehicle as well. So even on the side, your Jeep Gladiator will be in this nice gloss black, and your trailer rated badge as well. You also notice that you get your side steps as well. But one of the most notable things that you'll notice on the High Altitude are your beautiful 20-inch painted aluminum wheels. And these just look so nice on the Gladiator because, like the small accent pieces that are in gloss black, this ties into that perfectly. Like the hardtop and your side mirrors, you'll also get your body color door handles that have remote proximity keyless entry as well, along with your body color fender flares. Some other things that come with the High Altitude package is that you're gonna get your sports suspension, your Dana M210 wide front axle, and the Dana M220 wide rear axle as well. Plus, you'll get a standard 3.73 rear axle ratio and a command track part-time four-wheel drive system. However, this vehicle has the upgraded one, which gives you the full-time one. You've also got on this the track lock limited slip rear differential and a few other goodies that I'll talk about once we go around the vehicle. Now, coming around to the rear of the High Altitude, just like the front, on the back you also have your body color bumper with the sensors built in with all of the safety features that this has. You've got your hitch in the center here, and then right above that you've got your plugs, wiring, and whatnot. Now, this Gladiator does have the trailer tow package, which is going to give you your heavy duty engine cooling, your hitch, and your trailer hitch zoom. Also, you have another tow hook at the rear in black. And as for the tailgate, you just got the blacked out Jeep badging and these nice looking rear LED tail lamps, which are also standard just like the fog lights and the headlamps. Opening up your tailgate, you'll notice this massive box in here, and that's because this one has the available option for the dual top group, which is also going to give you the black premium Sunrider soft top. Plus, this Gladiator also has the available option of the spray and bed liner. Another available option that this has is the roll up tonneau cover. And on the rear glass, you've also got your rear sliding window. Entering into the rear of the High Altitude, there's anything crazy going on. It's just like a typical Jeep, but with this you do get this nice unique caramel accent stitching, which you'll notice throughout the whole interior. And for some small storage, you do have some space at the bottom. As for the interior, you do have this nice black leather interior, and again, even on the seats you have this nice caramel stitching. You'll notice this in the front as well. It kind of reminds me of the diamond stitching, and just like the normal Jeep Wranglers, these seats are also very comfortable. If you drop down the center handrest at the back, you guessed it, this will bring out the two cup holders for the rear. Now, behind the driver and passenger seats, you do get mat pockets on each side for more additional storage. As for the rear center console area, not only do you have your vents, you've got your window controls, two USB ports, and a 115 volt plug. Heading into the front of the Gladiator, identical to the rear, you just have a little bit more storage area at the bottom. And as for your speaker system in the High Altitude, you are going to be getting your 9 Alpine speaker system with the subwoofer. As for the front seats, here you start to notice more of that diamond type stitching in the front, and it really makes the interior pop, especially in this caramel color. But if you want an even more bolder interior, instead of having black, you can instead get the steel gray, which looks very nice. Another standard thing with the High Altitude Altitude is you're going to get your cold weather group, which is going to give you front heated seats and your heated steering wheel. You've got your typical manual adjustable seats in the Jeeps. Over by your steering wheel, you have your usual controls for your lighting and your fog lights and also your dimmers. And just like the seats, you also have a manual adjustable steering wheel. As you make your way to the inside, your whole dashboard is covered in this soft leather along with the caramel stitching and some bits and pieces of plastic. As for the center gauge cluster area, this is pretty identical to any of the Jeeps, whether it's a Gladiator or just a regular Wrangler. And in the center, you do have your screen, which you can go through a bunch of different options, which is also similar to the Jeep Wranglers. So you can have all sorts of different information about your Gladiator right in front of you. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have your controls for the center gauge cluster along with your Bluetooth controls. While on the right side of the steering wheel, you've got controls for your cruise control settings and your adaptive cruise control and whatnot. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, you have your usual indicator and high beam controls. And on the other side, you just have controls for your windshield wipers and your fluid. Over on the center handrest, it's full of leather and it's a decent amount of storage area. It has two sections, so when you open up the first one, you have small space to put a wallet, a phone, or some keys. And if you open up the second section, this gives you a little bit more deeper storage area along with a USB port inside. Across from that, you've just got your front cup holders and your parking brake covered in leather. Your shifters are also wrapped in leather and that nice caramel stitching. In front of that, you have some small storage area along with your 4 aux buttons, which is actually an available option that this has. Moving above that, you've got your 12-volt adapter, your window controls, and then your media outlets as well. Then you've got your usual heating and cooling climate controls along with your heated seat buttons and your heated steering wheel buttons. You've also got your button for your auto stop start, traction control, parking sensor button, and your hill descent control. Now as for your touchscreen, this is your standard 8.4 inch touchscreen with navigation, and you've got the same layout as the Jeep Wranglers. So under your media section, you've got your AM, FM, and your Sirius XM. Under climate, you've got your climate controls, or you can use the buttons down below. Next to that, under your controls tab, here you also have access to your heated steering wheel, heated seats. You can also dim your rear view mirror, check your backup camera, and go into settings. Under your apps section, here you've got a bunch of different applications that you can go through and kind of fine tune. As for the navigation tab, here you just have your typical navigation system. As for your phone, this is pretty straightforward. You can pair your phone here via Bluetooth, and then you've got your settings tab where you can fine tune further things. Up top, you've just got your dimmable rear view mirror. Coming over to the passenger side, in your glove compartment, you don't really have much room in here, but you still can fit some things. As for the key fob, it's a traditional Jeep key fob. You've got your unlock, lock button, remote start, and your panic button. And then on the rear, you just have your Jeep logo. As for what powers your high altitude, you have two options. You can either get the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 engine, or you can get the 3 liter Eco Diesel V6 engine. But this particular one does have the 3.6 liter Pentastar V6 engine. An available option that you can also get, and this has, is the Mopar cold air intake system. However, when it comes to the numbers on the V6, you'll be getting 285 horsepower along with 260 foot-pound of torque. And in terms of towing with the V6 and the Gladiator, you'll be able to tow a little over 7,600 pounds when equipped properly. And here is the window sticker for the 2022 Jeep Gladiator High Altitude. As you can see, it has a ton of available upgrades done to it. And then you have the pricing at the bottom. This is in Canadian dollars and minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts if they're being offered. Well, there you have it. That does it for this 2022 Jeep Gladiator High Altitude. Let me know in the comments down below, do you love this or do you hate it?